Hello, everybody. So today you're going to see a little weird setup. I've got my bowl here, so we're going to try that out. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it really well, depending on what the microphones do on the computer. So I'm going to start our meditation um, by doing a little ding on the medicine bowl here, and then also at the end. So when you hear that, that'll be kind of your cue. Plus, I'll be talking, of course, because it's just kind of what you're used to, isn't it? So today, I'm going to do a meditation and kind of talk about opening yourself up to some new experiences. Which I wanted to tell just a quick little story about what my husband and I did one weekend. I'm a board member for the Friends of Wild River State Park, and we had a 5K, which I broke toes, and so I could not participate. However, my husband and I volunteered to run the table where we handed out T-shirts. And during this time handing out the T-shirts and whatnot, a gentleman had come up to us, and we had conversation with him. And I will tell you that I'm not always super open when to, I don't even know how to put it, experience what someone's saying and taking it in on a deeper level than just a conversation. This guy was like, it was magical. I don't know how else to put it. It was my husband and I actually talked afterwards, a couple hours afterwards. We were driving somewhere, and he said, "I feel like this person was like an angel or something. Like he maybe wasn't really even there because the conversation was seemed like on the surface it would be mundane, I suppose. But let me tell you, he was 77 years old. He was running our 5K. He has been doing 5Ks and more, and biking since, I can't remember. I think he said 1968 was his first one. He has, and it was just incredible just to listen to that story alone. I thought, wow, what a cool guy. Um, but his knowledge and his kindness, you could just feel it. And he made you feel like he was really interested in you. Um, it was really, I don't know, I can't even put into words this conversation, but he would ask questions of us like, my favorite question, my gosh, this is the thing I want to know about every person now that I meet. I want to ask this question. He says, tell me the most interesting thing about you. For real, like it seems silly, but when you think about it, like how much wonderfulness you can gain from another human being, hearing what makes them different than everyone else, and what you gain something and you give something. So um, being open to those types of experiences and maybe reflecting on them later, um, that's kind of what we're going to do today, is to sort of meditate and make ourselves open to that. I hope this all made sense to you. It's hard to put, sometimes it's hard to put your experiences into words. So, with opening ourselves up, there's, okay, you can open yourselves up by many, many ways, right? Doing many different things. So, a few of the tips of getting kind of out of your own comfort zone, things that you can do, just try it. Like, what have you got to lose, right? First thing would be to talk to somebody new, have a meaningful conversation with someone maybe you've only interacted with like a little bit, like a hello, goodbye, have a great day, or whatever. Sitting down and talking with somebody, ask them, tell me one thing that's really interesting about you. Um, I don't know. I love that question. Second thing in my little list that I made is to give someone that you have an, we'll say, unfavorable opinion of, a new chance, kind of wiping that slate clean and trying to find some equal ground where maybe you can bond and learn something from that person, because everyone has something to give. 3, try a new hobby or take an art class, something out of your comfort zone. You could be the least artistic person in the world. Try something. And you don't have to go out into the public. Like, I'll tell you a little hint that I just found out. If you go onto the Michaels Craft Store website, they have free classes you can do online, and they don't see your face, they don't see what you're doing, but you can do a class and maybe see how you feel about that. That might be suddenly sparking something inside of you that you continue with. And if it's not, so what? You experienced it, right? So how about trying a new food or something new on the menu? I know I have a real ability to order the same thing all the time. But I do love trying new foods. So I would suggest that. This one is pretty interesting. As I was doing some research, is visit a worship service different from your religion, which I'm very fascinated by other religions. In high school, I remember that was always, I went to a Catholic high school, and we had a world religions class, and I just loved it to find out. And I still do. I'm just fascinated by what other countries, other religions, people other than us do for worship or for anything, just their habits and their culture. So that would be an interesting one to do. And I think anybody can do that. You can sit in the back. You don't need to really know anything. And the last thing that I came up with was to take on something that you have traditionally shied away from, which it could be a 5K. I am not a runner, but I can walk when I don't have my foot in a cast. But it's that we did start doing those a few years ago, my husband and I, just as a way to get out. And we would do them like in the dead of winter when it's super cold. We do the hot chocolate race in Minneapolis, and we didn't race. We walked, but we walked to stay warm, and then we got a ton of chocolate afterwards. And it was fun, and it was a new experience. It's not something that we typically did. So I would suggest trying some new things. And now, before I bore you to death, we are going to go ahead and get started. If I can find my little thing or my medicine bowl, who knows? Oh, there it is by my foot. So we're going to go ahead and get into our comfortable seated position, softening the belly, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing your jaw, soften the forehead, gently closing your eyes, breathing in and out. So breathing in and out through your nose, if that's comfortable for you. If not, whatever works, whatever doesn't cause you any constriction. With each breath, let go. With each breath, let go of fear and judgment, inviting love and compassion into your life. Think about opening yourself up to new people and new experiences. Feeling your body, heart, and mind open. Feel any fear or anxiety dissipate on your exhale, blowing it out, letting it go. Know that you can fill this space with new experiences. Know that these experiences are all learning moments that you can carry with you. You are willing and able to put yourself out there. You are confident and kind. You are open. You are loved and lovable. You have wisdom to offer others and wisdom to gain from others. Feeling your heart space expand with each breath. As you slowly return to this space with your hands at heart center, I'd like to leave you with a quote by August Rodin. Nothing is a waste of time if you use the experience wisely. And we close simply by saying namaste. Namaste, friends. Enjoy your week.